Hi! Hopefully this will not be as grainy. Welcome to the third, I don't like this view. There we go. Welcome to the third episode of the Magical Monk blog, or vlog, video blog. And when I left off yesterday, I showed you this really neat pattern that I found in a book with the pinnacle in it, page 75. Come on, 75, should I had it open? There. Like this. And I did get a chance to do this last night, which, you know, I gotta have a hobby. I mean, I can't just be making monk bags all the time or I'd be burned out. So the first thing I did is I made I traced it, right? And then I made a copy of the tracing in a thicker line with that one underneath it, so I wouldn't page my thing, my board. And then I took this to my sewing machine and I dropped the feed dogs, and without thread in, I went across all of this. And if you can see, it's poked. Then what I did after that is I laid this down on the fabric and I went over it with some pounce chalk. And then I started stitching it. Now my idea is to take it and mount it on this canvas, which is the 10 by 10 canvas. Back up a little bit. 10 by 10 canvas. And I have 3 of these. Probably Mike, scoot up. Originally, a friend of mine who passed away a couple months ago wanted a zombie kitty to put on her wall for Halloween. So I went out and I got 3 canvases, and she's like, let you pay me. And I'm like, no, let me figure out how much work it is and everything. And yeah, she passed away, so kind of sad. I'm still, it hurts. I mean, I really liked her. I mean, I loved her. She was a really close friend of me, and I don't have very many close friends, so. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I put it on a piece of black fabric. Oh, you really can't see that very well, can you? Well, we'll have to get some lighting on it. Perhaps if I do this. You can still see me now! So scared. I'm so afraid. Alright, little Blair Witch there. Oh yeah, now you can really see it. Let's turn the camera. Whoa! There you go. And what I did is I traced it out on this, and then I did the stitching, and then I went ahead and I started filling it in, and then I did the circles, and then I did the straight lines. And that was just kind of the practice for a quilt that I actually do need to quilt. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to mount it up on that 10 by 10 canvas. Let's turn this so I'm not so darn frightening anymore. There we go. And it'll be really neat. I'll probably put that up in the shop when it's finished, and that'll be another Happy Whiskers fundraiser. And I'm going to show you this again, because there was a comment made that they couldn't see the stitching. So let's turn the light on me again. Please, no comments about my complexion. I know I have a red face. I live with rosacea. It bites, but it happens. There. Twisty lamp, not like that. Alright, so you can probably see the stitching really well now. There we go. So you can see here I did like the wavy lines, and then I did the circle thing here, and then I just did a meander around the turtle. Get close. And yeah, there you go. That's my practicing, so that's probably how most of the quilt's going to be done, something like that. So it's really kind of a slow day today. A storm front's moving in, so of course I start feeling pretty rough about the time the storm front comes moving in. I just blow the diagnosis of fibromyalgia, which that should be a subject for another time. Fibromyalgia, is it real? Well, let me tell you, a lot of people out there who suffer from fibromyalgia, and fibromyalgia, if you ask an insurance company or a doctor, it's a label put on undiagnosed pain. That pain could be caused by a lot of different things, from arthritis that they just haven't been able to find yet, or you could have a doctor that just doesn't give a shit and says, here are these pills, and I'll just call it fibromyalgia. The whole term fibromyalgia was brought up so, you have to, how did that nurse put that? It was a term brought up for the insurance companies, because if you can't diagnose it, you can't bill for it. Recently today, I read another, yet very, very interesting, kind of clicked with me a little bit, but a very interesting thing where it might be a condition to where a particular valve in the heart is not opening and closing right. It's more like a shunt, it's more like a runoff, and this is the part of the heating, cooling things. If the body gets too hot, the body gets too cold, blah, 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 blah. When I was a young girl, I never had a normal temperature, ever. I ran cold. Usually 1 or 2 degrees below normal, so 95 was usually my normal body temperature. So if I had a normal temperature, I would go to the nurse and it'd be, 98.8, and she's like, oh, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm running a fever, blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, it's October. If we're having frost at night, we're having freezes at night, and I come here during the day, and I'll take my sweater off, and I'll turn the fan on. I'm hot. Now, whether that is menopause or fibromyalgia, who knows? Maybe I'm just weird. Of course, we all knew that. So, yep, that's really about all I have to show you. I did find, I was cleaning out the closet today, doing a mad dash for something, and I found this. Yeah. Now, I remember making this so I could show the different fabrics that were available. Well, I'm just ripping off the stuff. Available to put on the side of it. The woman never paid for it. I mean, I'm all for trades and everything, but there's only so much soap I need, especially when I make it myself, because I'm really particular about my soaps, and I really would love to support other people's businesses and do trades like that. I really do love trading with stuff like that. But then again, you gotta, when you're talking about doing things cross-country, and, she's in a foreign country and I'm in America, it doesn't make that much sense, because she's going to pay more to ship that than I am to ship this. So it just kind of fell apart, and I really don't care. I mean, I still have her as a friend, and she's a very lovely person, very helpful person. But what to do with this? So this is going to be my wall hanging for Samhain. And that cat looks like VooDoo. I don't care, it looks like VooDoo. Last year it was Meowie or Meowly or however you pronounce his name. Poor cat. None of it in my care, and I totally took the charge on seeing that he got the care, or not seeing that he got the care. Another woman actually saw that he got the care. But the funding for it, it costs so much to take care of a cat. Talking about taking care of a cat, VooDoo is still showing signs of improvement. She had a normal BM today, and I know somebody out there is going to go, ew, why is she talking about that? When you've been taking care of a cat or a kitten that has done nothing but had diarrhea for months and months and months, a normal one is a big, big improvement. And even my husband and I were just like, yay! Called the vet today, left her a message, guess what? Yay! So we've been fighting this nasty bug with her, and it's been more than a month that we've been physically fighting it with antibiotics and anti-parasitic medicines and disinfecting everything. I mean, clean out her litter box every 3 days, disinfect it, disinfect the floor she walks on. Very... You know how hard it is to chase a cat with a tushy wipe, saying, no, stop, come here, I gotta wipe your butt? That's how dedicated. And of course, I clean my hands before I go back to the studio and work and start touching my face, what have you. But she's improving, so it's really good. Alright, so that's my vlog for today. I hear that another person might be vlogging, might be taking up the challenge, the 30-day challenge to make 30 vlogs, video vlogs, showing what you do, where you work, what's going on in your life, whatever works for you. And I personally would like to see more artists do it, more crafting people do it, more quilters, craft people of all types, and I think it'd be really cool. And I think if we got more than let's say 5 people doing that, I'll make a page for it, and we can boost a Facebook fan page for vloggers. That sounds like something I'll forget. Hello, vlogger. Grim. Perfect. Alrighty. Ciao, Bella.